Just following up from that, you've played your senior players during this period. Paulinho, Bentancur's come back in, rather than Archie, rather than starting at least with Lucas Bergvall. Is it a time for men in this period, these experienced players, to get you out of trouble?
But for sure, Bissouma, Bentancur, Joao Palhinha, they have much experience, more experience, and they already know playing in this situation. But sometimes it's not just the age to make the difference. Lucas Bergvall is another important player for the future, right now. It's not a problem of experience. For sure, the experience can be important in this part of the season.
Rodrigo Bentancur has come back in and played brilliantly. It feels like his return has been key to this turn in form. What is it about his skill set that you really like and helps unlock the way you want to play?
It's very, very good to keep the order of the team, to keep the balance of the team. I think he's complete with a player like Palhinha, because Palhinha cover big space, is another key player for us, Rodrigo Bentancur.
And just lastly, Tottenham at home have struggled for a long time. You've only experienced one game so far. You almost won it against Brighton. When you look at the quality of this squad, can you understand why Tottenham have had problems at home?
No, but it's not my problem now. Now I don't want to lose energy to think now we have to be good, smart, to keep this mentality, to keep this momentum with the same qualities we showed in this last period, and stop. And then we go to analyze why we have not won too many games at home, what were the problems at home. But I think was a coincidence. Because against Atletico Madrid they won. Eintracht Frankfurt or Borussia Dortmund in January, they won at home 2 times in Champions League. If you ask me, against Brighton we won, but we didn't take 3 points. We take 1 point, but we won. In my head, as a performance, if we analyze the game against Brighton, it's like a win. I think is a mistake if we keep the focus on this part.
Just lastly, is Richarlison okay? Because I don't think he trained yesterday.
Yes, because he worked very hard in Birmingham. I think my mistake was to don't substitute before the end of the game. But Richarlison was playing very well, was important in the goal, in the set pieces, and he played a great game, but just fatigue.
Alex, you mentioned Archie Gray, a younger player that you're working with to try and find a particular role within the team. I suppose a similar thing could be said for someone like Lucas Bergvall. He's played lots of positions since he's been here. Doesn't seem to have a specific role kind of set out within the structure of the team so far. Is it a similar kind of project in kind of, I suppose, working with him to find a specific role in what you want from this player?
Yeah. We can compare Lucas and Archie. But I have to stay focused, to stay positive, because I have a big confidence in them. They have not played so much until now, but they are in my head. I don't forget them, and they can become important in these 3 games, in the last 3 games.
And Kinski as well, obviously been just so good since he's come in. Has brought so much to the team. Seems like a goalkeeper with qualities that are so suited to the way that you want to play. How impressed have you been?
Yeah, big character, big personality, great guy, great professional, and great goalkeeper. He's playing very well. He has to stay with the focus and don't take risk in any situation. But he's playing very well. He's very important for us now.
And it seems like a big trend since you've come in is about promoting confidence and belief within the players, not looking for excuses and kind of taking each game as it comes. Have you noticed the kind of lift in confidence and belief within the players since you've come in versus when you started to where they are now?
Da quando è iniziato oggi hai notato che c'è stata una crescita da un punto di vista di fiducia in loro stessi ed è quello che tu stai sempre promuovendo quando sei andato
for sure.
Negatività.
For sure, now we have to be good. Don't forget what was the situation, what has been the situation this season, and we have to keep the balance between the confidence, but we have to stay hungry. We have to stay humble. And with confidence, and hungry or humble are not. They go in the same way. Are not different. You can believe in yourself a lot, but anyway, in the same way, you can be humble and focus just on what you can improve, not what you can you have done, because Aston Villa is finished. Monday night we start the game 0-0, not 1-0 or 2-0, because we played very well in Birmingham.
Dave.
Thanks. On Kinski, is he an inspiration to everybody at the club, given how he's fought back after what happened in Madrid?
Of course, he's an example. Of course, what he felt after Madrid, for sure, was a big motivation for him. If you have pride, if you have dignity, if you have the right spirit, if you have character, and he has all these values.
Because you can run or you can hide.
Sorry.
You can run or you can hide.
Sì,
in
perché
a situation.
no, in questa situazione hai due scelte.
Yes,
Vai per quella direzione o ti nascondi.
Or you feel, yeah.
And I also just wanted to ask you, in terms of Vicario, when did he return to training?
We will see.
No, he's not returned yet.
Non è ancora tornato, vero?
No.
Okay.
Vicario is still the first goalkeeper of Tottenham, because what Vicario showed in this season, I think, are enough to consider him a top player for us. But we have to consider the physical condition, the period, how many games he missed, and we will see when Vicario will be good.
And so he is, just to be clear, he is not in full training yet.
No, with me, no.
Okay, cool. And just quickly, on KULUSEVSKI, do you think he's going to be okay for the World Cup?
I don't know. Well, the situation for me is difficult it's difficult to understand how he can play in the World Cup if he didn't play any game this season. But I text him after Birmingham. He told me the next week, I think he come back, and I hope he can be available to stay with us in the last game, because he's an amazing player for me.
Do you think it's a chance?
I hope so, but I don't know. I don't know his injury, and I can't say nothing more.
Matt, and then finish with Tom, please.
Do you expect Vicario to be here next season?
I don't know. If you ask me, Roberto, have you any ideas about the next season? No, for two reasons. First one, I have no time to think the next season. Second one, after 2 wins, if I stay with my head, losing time to think the next season, the next squad, I will be arrogant, and after 2 wins, we have done a very tough period, and after 2 wins, you already consider yourself safe? No.
And is there a theory? Do you believe that Tottenham Stadium might be too nice? Do you think away teams rise to the occasion? Is there anything you might change?
Pensi c'è questa sensazione che lo stadio del Tottenham sia troppo carino e quindi le altre squadre da questo punto di vista qua ne traggano una specie di vantaggio?
No, because there are a lot of big stadium and very nice stadium, but like theatres in Premier League. Tottenham Stadium is hot. When I was in this stadium with Brighton, in the bench of Brighton, or against Brighton 2 weeks ago, the stadium was very, very hot. And for us we are lucky to play in this stadium. We are making not too many points for the coincidence, for I don't know why, but it's a pleasure to play in that stadium, for sure.
And one more, if I may, will you watch West Ham play against Arsenal? And will you cheer in the Arsenal goals?
Sunday? No, I don't know. No, the focus is okay. The other teams, but the focus is of ourselves. We are not. We have been not so good to watch the other teams and to make the calculi, no?
Yeah, to make any calculation.
Okay, thanks.
Tom, to finish, please.
Hi.
What was hard about the stadium? Interested in the specifics of that.
Cosa specificatamente riguardante la parte di stadio, cosa vuol dire esattamente?
The stadium is hot. The atmosphere against Brighton was amazing. The bottom of the club, 60,000 fans to support you, to push you, to stay before the game, during the game, after the game, very close with the players. I think is luck for us.
Because you'll know that away from home this season, Tottenham third in the Premier League, and at home they're 19th.
Perché sai che in trasferta
Yes, I know.
in casa 19esimi.
Yes, but I think they are. It's a coincidence.
Can I ask about Maddison?
Because against Nottingham Forest at home in the first half, Tottenham deserved to stay up. No? The first half, no? Okay.
Can I ask about Maddison? How hard is it for a player who's been out for that long to decide when the moment is to come back?
Quanto è difficile per un giocatore che sta fuori a lungo tempo?
It's not so easy. Maddison has a big experience. I think he knows better than everyone when there is the right moment. We have to consider we are fighting for a big target, but I think can be important for us, and for that I wanted he was with the team with Brighton, with Wolves, Villa.
Has he played any sort of warm-up matches, I wonder, for the under-21s or any other games to kind of get?
No. Now he stays with us until the end. I think he's working very well, very hard, and working with us. I think he reached the best condition to play.
Has he told you he's ready?
Not yet, but we have not spoken about his condition. Just looking on the pitch and understand for his experience, my experience of the medical staff, the physical staff, and every day we make a check, and in this check there is also medicine.
Okay, thank you.